What's happening, YouTube? Back in the day gamer here. Thanks for tuning into my channel for this episode of viewer response from my other video. Viewer requests from Summer Games. It's Summer Games Part 2. Summer Games Part 2. That's what we're calling it. Before we get into these games, we're going to open this beer right here and drink it because it's hot. It's summer. It's the end of September. It's still summer, okay? Here at the Back in the Day Gamer compound, we milk out summer as long as you can. As you can see, it's hot, it's sunny. I'm wearing an American flag tank top. It's still summer. So we're going to drink a cold beer in the hot sun. This is Peach's Dragon Sour Ale with dragon fruit and peach rings, by canned at Dank House Brewing Co., Newark, Ohio. Some cool can art. I don't like the way Peach is drawn. Bowser looks pretty cool. That doesn't matter. Let's taste this fucker. Whoa, must have shook it up. Smells like beer. Yeah, 6.5. It hasn't been too long since I brushed my teeth, so I gotta say that's interfering for sure. Let's talk about some games and then get back to it when I get that toothpaste taste out of my mouth. So, this is Summer Games Part 2 viewer request episode response video. Couple videos back, mid-summer, I did a Summer Games video where there's a handful of games I usually play in the summer and some that I intended to. That was a fun video. I didn't think I was going to do a part 2, but so many people commented on games I left out or whatever, and I asked you to let me know what I was leaving out. So there were so many good suggestions, I was like, we're going to do a video to that. So, I don't know if I put these in order or not, but I have to get out my sophisticated list here because I didn't want to leave anybody out. First game had the most responses, and it's pretty obvious, but it's not fall. It wasn't a pumpkin pillow. It's summertime. Had the most responses, and it was powerfully obvious. I just missed it because I never really play it. What the fuck? A big branch just fell. That was weird. Let's get right to this game here. The game I'm talking about. Who can guess? California Games. And it just happened to be the NES was the one everybody was talking about, or it's because it's the one I have. So this is an extremely appropriately themed title. California Games. Might as well just be called Summer Games, but then you'd think it was the Olympics. This game's alright. The Nintendo port is a really good version of it. I believe I have it on everything else. I don't know. I don't super care. I don't like that the fucking wind is blowing now, and I know it's gonna fucking ruin everything. Let's take a beer break to calm my nerves. Of course, all day when I was mowing the grass, wasn't windy at all. Getting ready to shoot this video, wasn't windy at all. It's gonna fucking ruin the audio. Fuck. We're gonna keep going. Keep going. It's California Games. Many people pointed out how I missed this or requested it. The Retro Corner, Tidbit Retro, Chad Garrett, and Find the 90s, all four of those channels referred me to this game. Yes, I should have. I don't know. I just spaced out. I passed it. Probably because I don't play it a lot. It's not great. like I said, the Nintendo version is a good one. I always like the hacky sack the best. I mean, they might call it footbag, but I always like the hacky sack the best. Back in the 80s and early 90s, we used to play hacky sack a lot. I don't know what the kids are playing nowadays, but I always thought it was fun. I was big into BMX, and this was one of the only games that had any kind of BMX, anything in it. Even though the BMX segment of this game is just dog shit, I still enjoy playing it sometimes. It has other good parts. The half pipe is absolutely terrible, I remember that. Frisbee toss, I don't know if that's on the NES one or not, but oh, I said NES. Oh, no, I don't like that. Whatever, there's several other games. They're all not very good. I think the surfing's my favorite. Got the little shark that chases you. I think the surfing's my favorite next to the hacky sack. But the hacky sack can only amuse you for so long, because it's hacky sack and you're not actually playing it. It's on a video game. So I'm guessing that's why I didn't include this game in there. Next game. This was powerfully obvious as well, and 16-bit GM suggested this one, and this was one I should have put on because I enjoy playing it. It's not a great game, but I enjoy playing it, and it's extremely summer themed, but it's a black tension cart, and those ones don't have an end label, and they're hiding at the end of my library, so I always miss them. But thanks for him to point it out. Tubin. So as I said, and as you well know, it's not a great game. I always liked it. I really liked the cover art. It's funny. He's partying, thumbs up, Tubin, got a Coke. You just happen to collect Cokes in this game that are floating in the river. I think this game could have been really good, but it's not. That could be said for lots of games. But for some reason, I always had a liking for Tubin, and it's extremely summer games appropriate. And I guess I spaced out on California games, like I said, because I don't really like it and I don't play it much. But Tubin is one that I go to, and I'm surprised I left it out. Like I said, I think it's because it's the Tengen and it's in the back of the library. Now, I was excited to get Tubin for Game Boy, or maybe Game Boy Color. But that is just super hot trash. It makes the Nintendo version look fantastic, which it is not. But you gotta have a soft spot in the nostalgia for some Tubin, and back in the day gamer does. Next up is one that I don't know. It's a good game, better than the previous two, but I've just never played it much. I think because it's tough. And I sat down and played a good amount of this one for this video, and it is summer themed as well. But Josh, the aging gamer, suggested this one, and it is none other than Cobra Triangle. Check out that cover art. And Josh, the aging gamer, suggested it because there's a friggin' dragon on the box. That's a pretty damn good reason if you ask me. Cobra Triangle is a pretty good game. Like I said, it's tough. I'm guessing that's why I haven't played much of it. Never had it back in the day. When I sat down and was doing a jam session with it this time, I got pretty far. I really hate those boards where you gotta drag the fucking... What is it? You gotta... I don't even know. Hopefully I don't even have coverage of it because I just hate the part. But they come and take the guys and you gotta protect them and keep dragging them in the circle. I fucking hate that board. Hated it. And I believe this is kind of a repetitive game. You know, there's not a whole lot of variety. Kind of goes over the same kind of things, and each board just rotates around. I hope there isn't too many of those boards, because this is a game that I do want to finish, because I hear lots of good things. But for now, the good things I'm saying is I like the graphics, I like the controls, and there's a friggin' dragon on the box. It's fucking hard, though. But as is many of the Nintendo library. NES tough, right? Next up, Manuel Rodriguez suggested this one, and this was a fucking brain fart on my part as well. Star Tropics. It's a stellar game and completely summer themed. You're running through the islands. Side note, This is one of the better endings of any game on the Nintendo I've ever played. If you haven't beat this game, you should. Buckle down, do it. It's pretty tough, but doable. I did it. The ending, spectacular. Very spectacular for the NES. Said the NES again. You know I hate saying the NES. Part of the reason that I left Star Tropics out of this video, though, is because I fucking spaced out. That wasn't what I meant to say. I didn't meant to say part of the reason, but I find it extra strange that I left it out because as I was doing this video at this time, actually maybe I put it in the original Summer Games video. So I'm rambling. I'm gonna just forget whatever I just said about that. Recently, just now, this summer, I beat Star Tropics 2 Zoda's Revenge. I think I like this one better. I did like the first one. The first one was definitely much more difficult. Zoda's Revenge had a part or two that was a little cryptic and I got stuck on. Something about being in the desert, blasting somewhere that you had to blast to get through. That was a real pain in my ass. Not as much of a pain in the ass as playing the song on the piano was in the original one, but skipping through that. Both Star Tropics and Zoda's Revenge are fantastic games. I think I like part 2 a little better. It was easier, but it's not a review of these games. It's about summer games, and both of them are extremely summer themed, extremely. And I brain farted once again. I didn't put these in the fucking original video because they're fucking summer games. They are fucking summer games. We're calling this like the NES video because I said NES again. I guess I don't hate saying NES because you said it like 4 fucking times. Hear that? Crazy bird? Fuck out of here. At least the wind stopped. It's hot. I'm thirsty. Sure is hot in the summer afternoon. Fuck is that? Whatever. So like I said, we're calling this the NES video because almost all the requests were for NES, Nintendo. But there were 3 games that were suggested that are not on the Nintendo. I would have featured them, but I don't have them. First off, Waves and Games and Tidbit Retro suggested Wave Race on the N64. Very good choice. Don't have it though. Very good choice. Thanks, guys. Tidbit Retro suggested Surf Ninjas, and I believe that's on the Game Gear. Surf in the name. Never played it. Heard good things. Seems summer themed to me. And Turkey Bob, love that name, suggested F1 Race Championship, which I believe is on the Super Nintendo, and I did have that game, but I purged it out because I can only have 100 Super Nintendo games because that's how many fit on the shelf designated to it, and every now and then I purge it. That one didn't make it, but I'm wishing it did because Turkey Bob said it's a good one. Moving on to the last suggestions for this video. They're both volleyball games, and that's a fantastic suggestion. These are 2 games I never pick up and play. I have them. They're both regarded as fantastic games, especially one of them. You know what it is. But I don't know. I just never play them, never thought about it. And I'm super glad that I made that video to get the suggestions to make this video because I believe, well, I really like Star Tropics because it was Revenge for sure, but one of these games was the most fun to play in this segment of summer games. Now, I think Captain Algebra suggested both of them, but Tidbit Retro suggested Super Spike Volleyball, which is a lot of fun. This is a good game. It controls well. It's volleyball, so it's summer themed. The graphics are good. I like it. It's stellar. People talk really, really highly about it, but it's just a game I don't ever play. Well, I will now because it's a lot of fun, and I'm sad that I missed out on it for all this time. And as I look at this, back in, well, it doesn't have a date on it, but I bought this for 99 cents. You don't get any fucking Nintendo games for 99 cents anymore. But Super Spike Volleyball, that's the one everybody seems to like the most, and it's a lot of fun. It's great. But this game, which is a bargain bin 99-cent title everywhere you fucking go, is even more fun than that. And I just spaced. I mean, I got so many Nintendo games. Sometimes they, well, not anymore, but they used to just come in so fast. You know, play it a little bit, shelf it. You know, volleyball, how often are you hankering to play a volleyball game? I'm not sure if this one or either of these are two-player or not. Doesn't matter, nobody ever plays video games with me, but this one is stellar, despite it being a 99-cent bargain bin game you see everywhere. Kings of the Beach. This game's fucking awesome. This is my pick of the litter right here. If in fact you're going to play a volleyball game, which may be few and far between, unless you're hankering for some summer feel, Kings of the Beach Professional Beach Volleyball is definitely my go-to from now on, and should be yours as well. If you're watching this channel, you care at least a little bit what I think, and I think Kings of the Beach is a fantastic game. I'm not sure why. It's, I mean, like I said, nothing's 99 cents anymore, but it's definitely the cheapest, most common game you're gonna see every fucking time you go out to one of your shops to pick up games, which, if you're lucky, have any fucking games nowadays, because I can't find shit. But I'm rambling. This is one hell of a volleyball game, and one hell of a fun game just to pick up and play. It only took me a couple minutes to really get it down and start doing some spikes and some good shots and whatnot. I like this a lot. I plan on playing it after I'm done filming this video and finishing this beer. Which, by the way, even though the toothpaste taste has gone out of my mouth, I don't care for. Lucas gave me this one. I'm sorry I don't care for it, Lucas. I mean, I'm sure as hell I'm not going to waste it. I'm going to drink the motherfucker. But, I don't know. I like to keep it positive, but it's a sour. That's the thing. It's a sour, and it's sour. I want it to be some peach sweet. I'm still going to finish it, though. And it's extremely back in the day gamer video appropriate, with the peach and the Bowser on there. Dank House Brewing Co., Newark, Ohio. It's getting hot. I know that, like, September's about over. I'm going to run summer out till the fucking leaves turn brown and fall off the trees. As you can see, there's still plenty green. It's very sunny. It's very hot. It's about 80. Maybe 75. You don't fucking care. You don't care. You just want to hear about the video games. Looking at these, once again, you know, the Star Tropics series is fantastic. But pick up and play Kings of the Beach. That's your suggestion for back in the day gamer right there. Get a little thumbnail action. So, that's all I have to say about that. Here in Michigan, when summer comes to an end, and it's still summer, but fall starts, it'll be freezing cold in the morning, and then it's like 85 fucking degrees, and then it just drops like 20 degrees right at dinner time, and then it's 40 fucking degrees at night. And then next thing midday, you're in a tank top again, sweating your ass off, drinking a cold beer. It's Michigan for you. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. So thanks for tuning into my channel. Thanks for all the suggestions. The Retro Corner, Tidbit Retro, Chad Garrett, Find the 90s, 6-Bit GM, Josh the Aging Gamer, Manuel Rodriguez, Waves and Games, Turkey Bob, and Captain Algebra. I hope I didn't miss anybody. I don't think I did, though. I was pretty thorough with my professional note-taking. That's going to do it for this video. I'm going inside to finish my beer and play Kings of the Beach. No shit, I really am. But thanks for tuning into my channel. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. And until next time, YouTube, keep it retro.